I'll just take a drink and see if anybody arrives, but no my hiding my. Call Rex Landy a hoe, call TERF, call big fucking TERF. Day by day, bigger. Can't help myself. Another little roundup just to see where everybody is. Things are moving quite quickly now since the shift. I really do believe Composey Parker was the start of a great big chain that's happening now, chain of events that are happening. And it's amazing. Kia ora, Leslie, you're up. Oh, I hope my notification didn't wake you, because you see I go live because it's the afternoon. Oh, sorry, darling. But yes, I've only just started this one, Leslie, so you haven't missed much. Oh, thank you, Fictional. Couple of things to say. Gosh, things are moving so quickly. Those ugly, ugly togs from another, Adidas, Nike, just everyone is just getting out of hand, isn't it? But I think that's happening because everybody's said no. Everybody's waking up and everybody's just going, oh, nah, sorry, trends, time's up. Because people are being able to reassert reality and talk about things again. Kia ora, everybody that's watching. And the newly peaked, I'm not the person for the newly peaked, but I do have a couple of suggestions, of this piercing the gender wound nonsense. Ask them where the bodies are. Where are the bodies of the children that have been born in the wrong ones? Do they have a pile of them at the hospital, and do they burn them at night at the end of every shift? It's a valid question if you're born in the wrong body. How can you tell me they're in the wrong body when that's the only one they've got, if there aren't stockpiles somewhere? And that, once again, how big is your mum stick? You say they're women. It's agreeing that they're a type of women. Men are not a type of woman. They're a type of man. We had a tragic fire last week. We've had a little boy never come home again from a school trip the week before. It's been quite awful, and all through it, this ugly weather, carrying on, damaging homes and places of people that have lost everything and had it all swept away in Cyclone Gabrielle. Meanwhile, none of the rainbow people or rainbow outfits have been up. When Christchurch earthquake happened, there was a student army, a young man and his friends organised it, but no, not a rainbow or alphabet person in sight, and they get lots of public money, but they're probably checking their pronouns. Hi, Shiva. We've had a terrible time lately, and there was a big fire. This shows you how lazy and fucked our media are. I think it's the suspect, I won't misspeak, but they interviewed him at length, and all of the footage has had to be pulled of this man whose face lit up like a pinball, talking about this fire, that he may have set. So we truly are in clown world here, not just talking about TERF stuff, but fuck, our media are reporting and talking to, you couldn't make this up. So that quite triggered me, because I lost my house in a house fire when I was a little girl. And that brings me to, just quickly, if anyone else is listening, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I am not your fucking Google support animal. I'm not your research assistant, and I'm not your therapist. I'm a TERF just like you. Aye. Janice, and that, kia ora, Janice, thank you. Sydney, oh, you're where old Riley J. Dennis is going to play footy this afternoon with women, because he says he's a woman too now. Wanted to mention that. Fuck you, Riley, you're a man. Oh, what's his name? Is it Joshua? I think it's Joshua. Anyway, whatever. You are a fucking man in a dress. You're Adam's apple alone. Just everything. It's disgusting. And women in Australia are helping the police with their inquiries because they criticised a paedophile who let a baby suck on his nipple. You're a filthy, degenerate fucking troon, bro. You are a fucking pedo. That man who let that baby, there's no let the baby has no choice, who is abusing that baby on social media and openly being feted and praised for abusing a child. You, sir, are a paedophile. So dear, I don't care. Oh, hello, darling. You having trouble sleeping too? Leslie can't either. Probably because I keep getting this ping, ping, ping notification from this bloody TERF down here. But like I say, I'm not that. I'm just a TERF like you. I've got the gift of the gab. Okay, I'm sure because we date from 14th century Tipperary way, way back. So one of us kissed the Blarney Stone somewhere. So, but I am not your therapist. And I don't need to hear all your troubles and woes when I'm trying to make friends with you. But really ask people, where are the bodies? Oh, Christina, hello, darling. How are you? Much love. Yes, indeed. And back to you. We don't have time to fight. We don't really have time to argue. I'm sorry people have been upset and hurt and triggered and everything's happened. It's fucking, we've all got a sad story. TikTok time is wasting, you know, we've got no time. This is a really, really great year in New Zealand in terms of it being an election year, so we can strike while the iron is hot, and hopefully whatever women put forward themselves as candidates can put up great big billboards saying woman, adult, human, female. That's right, all hands on deck. It's like I've said to Posey when I called in on TERF Talk, one of them. It's like, you know, the house is on fire, the children are inside, and everybody's arguing about the fucking buckets and the colour of the buckets and who's got a bigger bucket or a smaller bucket. And, you know, please just get a bucket and put this fucking nonsense out, gender woo. We've been given permission. And, you know, it's gotten so bad. There are people like Diane Ehrensaft, she talks about gender ghosts and gender angels to children. You know, that is a red flag. This woman is a fantasist. And I never thought that Invercargill, little town, little city, little wee city down south, Invercargill, I never thought I would have Invercargill on my TERF bingo this year as the place where the gender fight back began in earnest in New Zealand. 100 people went to the council meeting. So I'm not Leslie. I swear too much and not enough people like me. Thank you so much, you TERF Islanders. You are so staunch. It's so wonderful. And I've got a TERF alphabet here today. I've done a couple of trans alphabets, but I've got a TERF alphabet here for us today after I've said what I want to say. Well done, Senator from Nebraska, Mix Kavanagh. That poor woman, she's transing her child, I believe. And she is the woman that's doing the rounds on Twitter at the moment with the putting herself on loop. It looks like she's having a stroke, but she's actually, you know, probably out of her depth where she's, you know, bless her, going on and on and on. Trans rights are human rights, we need trans people, blah, 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 on you, bless. So, and next month, looking forward, next month, you get to change your marker, your sex marker on your birth certificate in New Zealand, so you can tell lies on your birth certificate. And I'm not going to be telling lies on my birth certificate. I'm going to declare in front of a JP that I am solemnly a man called, wait for it, Rex Landy, which will come as a surprise to no one. I am a true and honest man. Anybody who's seen a minute, even half a minute, even 10 seconds of JTHAM will know I am a true and honest man. So here's an ABC that I have written. A for agenda, a thing that does not exist. Bilateral mastectomies are truly taking the piss. Collusion with cocklords has brought the world here. D-trans, delusional demagogues sneer at estrogen needed for women, not men. Frankenholes punched inside their perineum. Gender, no test on the planet so far. Hormones and hugbox and homo. Too far? Incels, no gay man dates women, be told. Jazz Jennings, a man who might never grow old. Kindy kids, all the kids, leave them alone. Lying for troons, like giving a bad dog a bone. Munchausen mothers, ghastly libtarded ghouls. Nike and nonsense, troons think we're all fools. Ovaries, women have two, men have none. Pedos are under the rainbow, kids, run! Queer means degenerates, that'll fill any hole. Regret when they've made a hole out of their pole. Surgery, placebo, that's failed from the start. TERFs fighting back with every beat of their heart. U for unconscionable, the things surgeons do. Vile their experiments in service to woo. W's for woman, the original, the best. X-rated pics as girls cut off their breasts. Y chromosome causing all of this mess. Z, are you awake now? Here comes our big test. We can't let the groomers, the liars and men win this war on reality. Throw gender woo in the bin. That's right. There's my TERF ABCs. And yes, that's right, Christina. We need all the protectors allies. And it's awful. There's a terrible splintering. I've seen another go over in Australia where yet another women's group has been started in a place that's got 2 or 3 really well supported. They've just gone and said, come and join this new group. And yeah, it's just, why do we need another group with another name? And it's not even a very good name, the last one. It's another stupid name. But there you go. It's all the factions. It is going to take everyone, but, you can only split so far. It's just, oh, hell. Really and truly, it's no time to waste on the identity politics and the people who, I don't know if I've said this here, but I have said it in a private group, but I won't be supporting the new Women's Party in New Zealand, this first one. I just won't. I have questions and they won't answer them. They think they're above answering them to ordinary people. And anyway, I'm, poorly educated and have low breeding, according to people that started that party. A couple of people think that. So good luck to them, If you're going to tell lies like that, I believe that's demonstrably false. I can't work together with people that say, I have low breeding and I'm poorly educated, Christina, because they're lying. So why would I want to work with people that are lying? And yeah, lots of people don't like me. That's why I'm by myself. Other people, please, I know, I don't play well with others. I'm fucking antisocial. Oh, yes. People who are behind the scenes, people who are behind the scenes at, what is it called? The new Women's Party here anyway. Thank you. So I just can't support that, and that's okay because the person who said it emailed it. And yeah, so that's that. No, thank you. Maybe I'll wait for a party that's not going to talk about me like that. It is a women's party here. You can find them, sure enough. They're, starting out, and I wish them luck, but I won't be supporting them, and that's Katie Pye. I'm an uphill, strange, difficult person. Like I say, I'm a TERF. I'm not your Google research assistant or your support animal. I'm, just a TERF like everybody else. Just got the gift of the gab. Yeah, fictional. It's all good, People don't like me. Lots of people don't like me. Fuck. Apparently, I live in Kapiti on the Kapiti coast. And somebody said in some group, oh, there's lots of TERFs in Kapiti. I swear. I've been here doing this shit 7 years. Where the fuck are they? One tried to treat me like me and my sister die like their servant. Think of a house servant. And when we balked, she got nasty, so she got Rexed. But, I don't know where all these TERFs are around here because, fuck, I haven't seen them. I've seen a few that come in. There are always staunch, loyal, the same usual suspects, but really, I don't see much street action outside the 4 broken old women that keep going out in the middle of the morning, early morning. You know, the people with the chalky little hands, and then we pop off to breakfast when we've got the money. But, you know, that's it. I do believe that chalk time is now, street action is now, organising is now, and working together is now. I know, here I am, I can't even take my own advice because I'm a fucking bastard. Sorry, I'm an antisocial bastard, and that's that. That's why I'm under the banner TERF Jester. You know, my own, because I don't play well with others and that. But whatever you're doing to fight this, it's okay, good, do it. That's fantastic. You don't need to bring other people down or bother other people about what they're doing, unless it's to collaborate and get stronger. You don't have to cut people out of photographs, do you? Like happened in Queensland recently, I believe. I hope I've got the state right, darling. But, you know, women are cutting people out of photos as if they weren't at the event. So fuck off. This is the identity politics, but it's also class. It's hugely back down to class. You know, the academics, the hoity-toits, sorry. Us working classes people, the working class are going to get this shit done. And don't treat us like we're stupid because we're working class. That's what gets me. Yeah, that's right, fictional. Whoever does whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It's fantastic. Please do. But you don't need to take away from anyone else's sunshine. And you don't need to take credit for stuff you haven't done. You don't need to, you know, all these different things that happen. What you do need to do is get louder. Ask those questions at work. Start asking people about the gender woo. Why are you going to cut the dick off your son? Why? You know, because he likes dollies. Think he might be a good father, perhaps? Might be a paediatrician one day? Gosh, he might just be quite a gentle, loving young boy. Far out. The leaps people are making in service to this, because of the woman I mentioned before, that Diane Ershaft, with her gender ghosts and gender angels that fight with each other. No, they fucking don't. Hell, Norman Spack, he's another shocker. He's a very early proponent of this. And Olsen Kennedy was trying to angle for SRS for 11-year-olds. So Olsen with 2 O's. Not like the twins. But yeah, Diane Ehrensaft running courses. This is the grifter tit. I think of them as the cottage industries around the gender woo and the gender borg. The ideology only takes 2 minutes to defeat, maximum. It's what comes next, which is the problem, is that mass formation psychosis, the dismantling of the gender borg and all the cottage industries that have grown up around this shit. Those are the 3 things I think, you know. As I said, it only takes 2 minutes to show that humans can't change sex and that we're not bananas or avocados, no matter how much you wish on a star. You know, so I'll keep this under 20 if I can, but that's what I came today. I did a couple of interviews last week. Christina Goicki had me, and Jathan. 3 hours. It wasn't so much a visit as a fucking invasion. And I was interviewed by Cinnamon Bridges, a Scottish guy fighting for independence in Scotland and believing in reality. And he let me spag out for an hour with him too. And he's got some great info that he wove in with that. So that's what I think we could move forward with, is ask those inconvenient questions, even about, you know, even at work, but ask the inconvenient questions of the gender borg. Start dismantling the woo, and get involved in your school if you've got kids on the board, and kick that shit into touch. Till next time, I've been Rex Landy, call big fucking TERF. Modi order. Ka kite.